What's going on? Anthony M on the check-in. So today's video is about what to do when you stop by the police. So today is Saturday and it's supposed to snow starting at 1 o'clock. So I think someone called out. So the company that I work for, they were like, hey, you think you could come in and cover the games at St. Thomas Aquinas College? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I'm only 15, 20 minutes away. I said, yeah, I'll cover it. So, they got a volleyball game today and they got the men's and women's basketball game. So I'm going to go check that out in a little bit. The volleyball is not really my thing. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's fun to watch, but, I prefer the basketball games instead. So I'm going to go check them out, the females and the males. But the best practice to do when you stop by the police, all right, if you're driving, okay? If you're driving your vehicle and you're stopped by the police, the best thing to do, the best practice to do is when you pull over, park, of course, put your car in park, roll down your windows, and cut your ignition off, okay? I even do one better. Take the key out and put it on the top of the dashboard, all right? Because as the cop is walking up, he's going to see that, oh, okay, his level of suspicion and threat is going to go down. It's going to go down. He's going to be like, all right, they're showing me that they're not a threat. Okay, cool. And as they walk, and that's even better at night. At nighttime, even turn on the dome lights so they can see into the car. They can see, all right, cool. Most criminals, they're not going to do that. They're going to take off and then it's a chase, all right? But if you honestly if you honestly know that you didn't do nothing wrong, and you never know what the ticket could be for. It could be equipment summons. Hey, the reason why I pulled you over, sir, ma'am, is because your brake light is out. You understand? Or as I was driving by, your left headlight is out. Your driver's side headlight is out. Your passenger side headlight is out. Whatever the case may be. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. And a lot of times they'll say, all right, you want to get out and check? Yeah, let me check it out. Oh, man, I didn't know. Not a big deal. Even if the cop gives you a summons, you correct it, and the summons gets thrown out. Simple. You go get that, get the headlight fixed, get a new bulb in the headlight. All right. You got the receipt. You bring it to the precinct. They do a correction and they void the summons. That's it. Done. A lot of times, cops pull you over if you cell phone use while driving, seatbelt. All right. And there's other things that that they give you summons for violations. Of course, running the red light. In some states, you can't turn right on red. In New York State, you can. But some places, you can't. What else? Other things. Illegal left turns, illegal U-turns, whatever. There's thousands upon thousands of violations out there in New York State. So that's the best practice to do, is not to panic. Because you see it time and time again when people panic and they wind up getting hauled off to the precinct for nothing. Something that started off as a simple traffic stop, now you in handcuffs, all right? Another thing, too, that a lot of people don't know, those men out there, if you don't pay your child support, what happens is they suspend your license. A lot of people don't know that. So you're driving around thinking everything is straight, because even if you miss a payment, they could do that. One payment, two payments, it doesn't matter. You miss a payment, they'll suspend your license. So make sure you clear that out. Those of you men out there who are on child support, make sure you periodically check on your license or make sure your child support payments are up to date. All right, because the court, they will do that to you. And also, here's another thing. Because if you're driving, that's an unlicensed operator. If you get pulled over by the police, it'll come up on their screen, on their in the RMP. Or if you failed to pay a ticket or respond to a court date, that's another thing. Your license will be suspended. So make sure you stay on top of those things. If you get a ticket, all right, a moving violation ticket, not a parking ticket, a moving violation ticket, okay, that's for speeding, red light, whatever, etc. All the other above. If you do that, take care of that right away, or else your license gets suspended. And then the next time you get pulled over, now guess what? You're under arrest. You're a collar. That's what it is. You're going to get hauled off to the precinct and you're going to be miserable. Now, can you get, in New York, I'm talking about, can you get a desk appearance ticket? Once they process you, then you go to court another day. Or they might just put you through the system. Now you're going down to court, and if it's the weekend, you can forget it. You're spending the weekend there eating bologna sandwiches and drinking milk. All right? Believe me, you don't want to lose your freedom off of something that you should have took care of. All right. So that's most important. Don't forget, your license gets suspended for child support, not paying child support, not answering the ticket or not showing up to your court date. Okay. By the very least, if you want to fight the ticket, at least show up to the court date, and then you can postpone to another date. You can keep postponing it over and over again. You could do that. So that's important. Not answer the ticket, and another one that would get your license suspended if you got a lot of scoffs. In other words, if you get a whole bunch of tickets and you're not answering them, that's even worse. It could go up to a felony if you have 10 or more. All right, on different dates. So you got to be careful and stay on top of your thing. So going back to the escalation, if a cop stops you, just comply. All right, even though you know in your heart that you didn't do nothing wrong, the best practice to do, cops say, hey, let me talk to you. You don't got to answer no questions. All right, you don't have to. They could just, hey, excuse me. You can just say, I didn't do nothing wrong, officer. Why am I being stopped? And that's fine. What I'm trying to say is, if they tell you to stop, just stop. You know what I'm saying? But now when you're running and then things get escalated, don't lose your life. Because now it becomes a big thing. And then you can always fight it in court. Fight it in court. There are lawyers out there that will take your case, all right? And if they win, they'll just take 33%. All right? People get false arrests all the time. You understand? Cops make mistakes. They do it all the time. All right? It happens. But the best thing to do to keep everyone safe is to comply. Because now you're obstructing governmental administration. Now you're getting a resist arrest for nothing. You were just trying to catch the bus at the bus stop. But they got a radio run that matches your description. Okay, it's true. It just does happen. But if you just comply, yes sir, no, you don't even got to say yes sir, no sir. They approach you. No, I don't have no weapon, and they'll show you a lot of times. They'll play the radio. They'll go back to Central and say, hey Central, could you repeat the last job? And then they'll say male white t-shirt, blue jeans at that location. Then they'll be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, you match that description. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I stopped you. Oh, okay, no problem. Well, officer, let me get your name, badge. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Because you were answering a radio run. You understand? The cop will be okay, and you wind up being okay. But no, you got people that say, F that, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not talking to you. And then it creates a problem. Then now it becomes a McGilla. Now it becomes protest. Now it becomes more than it shouldn't have had happened. You get what I'm saying? But this is just a little tip to give you, those of you who want to follow it. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Good luck and more power to you. All right? Peace out and have a blessed day.